So I first came to MFP 20 years ago. This year is the anniversary of my first MFP. And I came as a result of having been very broken from Hurricane Ivan, knee surgery, going through depression. I was actually suicidal at the time. And my first day, my first warm-up with David Darling, he had me laughing and smiling, and I realized I hadn't smiled or laughed in 6 months, and I felt like life coming back to me. So truly, MFP and David Darling saved my life and really changed my life. And from that first weekend, it was like, I'm signing up and becoming part of the MLP program. So for 4 years, I was dedicated. It was the thing I loved most, I looked forward to. Working with my mentors, Clint Goss and Christopher Anderson Bozzoli, and we had the time of our lives. I made connections during that time, during those 4 years, like I did in college. It's like they were my roommates in college. And it's hard to make connections as adults like we did when we were younger, but that's what it did for me. And those relationships to this day are some of the most important relationships in my life. What I learned throughout that 4 year, it changed my life. I mean, I had done one album before that, but after that 4 years where David and everyone else helped me steep in learning to love my sound and to really allow my music to come out. And so the year I graduated, 2009, actually, I was nominated for a Grammy. At the same time, David won his Grammy, and we hung out together in LA. And then I was nominated 3 more times after that. And that would not have been if I hadn't been part of MFP, because it helped give me confidence in being authentic and true and vulnerable in my music, and to really evolve that into something that really made a difference in my life personally. And I still hear from people who hear my music. That happened just yesterday. Somebody was here for the very first time, and they found out who I was, and they said, literally with tears in their eyes, I listened to your music during some of my most difficult, depressed times off in college. I can't believe you're here, and thank you for the music you're making. It made my day. I keep coming back because life happens, and we get, to me, it's kind of like music for people cleanses the lens of the heart, the lens of the soul, the eyes of the heart. And just living in this culture, it's like your lights on your car, it gets grimy and it gets over covered with stuff. Coming to MFP is like washing all that grime away, so you can like have your heart light come back on, like E.T. And I've been like a kid this whole week at AOI. It's my favorite summer camp, and these are some of my favorite people on the planet. And I love them individually and collectively, and I couldn't recommend an MFP program more during this time. Whether you think you're a musician or not, you have music in you, and the world needs your sound and your music. So check it out.